Hey, hey, welcome back. All right, so Leos, let's jump into a little May overview. But there's another deck that I want. Hang on just a second. There it is. All right, so the month of May is nearly upon us. So let's just see what's the big ticket items. We've got a month maybe of some balance coming in, that root chakra. This could be a month where Leo feels more harmonious, more peaceful inside. They may specifically have greater balance with a Sagittarius in their life, possibly a feminine Sag. But I would just say they're better at listening to their angels this month. There is like a fundamental sense of like, "Ah, I can breathe. This is, I'm pretty balanced." This is also a month where, through sheer willpower, since this is the solar plexus chakra, it could be that our Leo really allows themselves or pushes themselves to let some painful things go, things of the past that hurt them. They may decide to surrender, like give it up to somebody else, give it to the angels, give it to the universe, and say, you know what? Whatever happened to me before that was really painful, it is a part of my life story. But where my present life is right now, there's a lot of good in my world right now. And I want to really be at peace with where I'm at right now, and the fact that I survived some really tough things. So it is like a month where there could be a lot more sense of gratitude in Leo's heart, and they definitely are very powerful this month, like a strong backbone. Eight of Pentacles, they're really focusing on what they want to build. So Leo is saying, I don't have time to think back to the past and to the things that hurt me and the things that weren't okay and the things that I went through, because I got way too much good stuff to build in my life. Also, I think Leo could be recognizing that they've got some really great talents and skills that are allowing them to, like, invest in themselves. They could be seeing progress in their finances. This could be a Leo who's like in a pretty darn amazing space this month. And it's like, wow, I have a lot more good to look forward to than negative of my past. I don't see this as a month that Leo looks back very much. It's all about present and future. We may have an important Taurus coming in. This is the Hierophant. This could be an important contract that Leo signs this month, or this could be a person that they really want to connect to this month. This could be a lover as much as a friend. This could be, oh, here's Leo. Okay, this is going to make Leo very happy. Something's getting serious. If there is any potential for a reconciliation, if Leo is taking on a romantic partner where they ever had problems with this person in the past, that is very much in the past. And all that is focused on right now is a really stable bond together that both people are 100% on board for, if there is an element of romance. I only mention that because we don't really have love, but we do have something that is making Leo so happy that that's what makes me think, okay, there could be a relationship. And because this can be a card of marriage, it could be that Leo and another person are literally like taking a relationship to the next level. We may have a divine masculine that really wants to work on making pizza. Somebody could eat wood-fired pizza this month and really love it, find the best pizza in the land. Or this is a divine masculine who wants to put in their Eight of Pentacles. They might be so beyond the moon and relieved that Leo actually wants to work on things with them as well. We have collaboration and commitment this month, but it's all because Leo wants it. It's because it makes them happy. It's not something where it's like, great, I got to take back a crappy ex who hurt me in the past, but I guess I got to give them forgiveness and start all over. No, this would not be that scenario. This would be, I've let go of some pain of the past for sure, but it's allowing me to have a happily ever after with someone. 10 of Pentacles, we keep seeing successful collaborative efforts, successful union, successful commitments. All of this is yielding like amazing outcomes. We do have a lot of stability and possibly financial growth in the month of May, but it is specifically because of collaboration with others or with one particular person. Can we take another look at What is it that Leo is getting over? What's the Ten of Swords there? Nine of Cups. I don't know if Leo dealt with somebody once upon a time who maybe they were struggling with, an addiction. The Nine of Cups can be a card of total indulgence, way too much indulgence. This could have been somebody who was partying. This could have been Leo themselves who says, I'm not drinking anymore. That was not really in my greatest and highest good. Maybe it was fun, but the aftermath of it was not so good for me. Six of Cups. It's either that Leo is putting aside some thought process or memory of, like I would indulge in the idea that was maybe even a fantasy of, a particular soulmate coming back in. That was like my favorite go-to thought process. But honestly, that wasn't really realistic. And as I release that, it allows me space to work towards something new. And that ushers in a brand new, more stable connection. This to me is looking more like Leo is either letting go of conflict that they had with a soulmate, and the soulmate is coming back, but there had been unrealistic behaviors, or maybe that soulmate had toxic traits or was overindulgent and they finally have, gotten themselves healed and cleaned up. I don't know. There was a lot of conflict that is done now. So either the behavior has been stopped, like the drinking has stopped, the partying has stopped, and a soulmate can come back, and that's why the pain isn't going to be there anymore. That's why it's like, okay, that's their behavior that was causing so much conflict has stopped, or Leo's behavior has stopped. Leo has given up a toxic trait of their own that was yielding arguments, and now everything is flowing better between two people, or that person has changed, or Leo has let go of that person, and this is somebody new. This is a new opportunity. Can I just ask, because I'm still trying to nail that down. That still goes in too many different directions for me anyway. Tell me about that Hierophant. The Death card. Okay, so we definitely have massive change. Ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one with that Death card. So we've got Scorpio coming in now. Let me change decks. We got the Ten of Pentacles again. This is a little bit hard for me to track because it's multiple things, okay? We have some significant changes in Leo's life, and it's Leo at their foundational level feeling happier and more content in their life, and it's Leo with their willpower letting go of things that made them unhappy, whether it was their own behavior in like overindulging themselves, or whether it was holding on to the idea of an ex coming back. That could be what Leo lets go. And as they let go of that, it definitely brings in greater relationships with, let's say, other people in their life. It opens up their energy flow to connect with, like having more energy to work on things, to build, to focus on career path, and everything starts to get better and more abundant. The big message here is when we stop doing something toxic, all the energy that we used to spend doing something that was like that we had to defend or that would upset us, all of that energy can now be shunted toward pure productivity. And so it yields huge positive results. This could be a Leo who is about to meet a new partner, and it's going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Once I stopped thinking about the ex returning, all of a sudden I was able to manifest the kind of person I really wanted to be with, which wasn't my ex, but rather someone who didn't ever hurt me the way my ex did. I used to fantasize about them coming back, but then I'd get upset because I would remember how bad they'd treated me. I stopped fantasizing about that, thinking about that, and instead I turned my attention to the new, to somebody new. I've manifested somebody new. This is feeling more new to me than exes returning to course correct things. Can I see this a little bit better? What is it that Leo really, really wants in the month of May? Because we can see that they're getting it. Six of Wands. Okay, let me say it this way. Because the Six of Wands is about personal success and pride in, the fact that I did this, I created this success. But let me put it this way. Leo wants their life to go well. They care more about their life going well now than they care about like either reminiscing about the past wishing for the good old days to come back that, in fact, I think when they would think about it, would inflame them and make them almost immediately feel pissed off and hurt, because it's like, yeah, but that beautiful past that I wish I could have back, it also really hurt me. I think Leo stops letting their mind go down that road, and instead they're suddenly very present and they're very much about their future. I'm going to commit to that storyline because this is a Leo who only wants to have success. I don't think they have success in reminiscing about the past, not when we have these cards of change and new cycles, not when we keep seeing collaborative efforts. And what Leo really has wanted to manifest is, I want a success around me. I want a relationship with somebody that I don't have to forgive for having hurt me. I want someone who hasn't, done something that devastated me. I don't want to reminisce about a few good old days that I had with someone, but then I get super pissed as I remember when the good old days stopped and they started to cause me pain and grief instead. I don't want that. I want my brain to focus on my future and my manifesting of real positivity in my life. I think it's a major turning point for Leo in the month of May. That's what makes the change, and that they commit themselves to all this positivity, and then they start seeing results immediately. Then they start seeing all kinds of things blossom. They may have somebody who's been around them all this time who has clearly wanted to get to know Leo better, and Leo might have held them at bay because they were still reminiscing about the past once upon a time. They're not doing that anymore in the month of May. And it could be that this person has been under Leo's nose all the time, that there's this 10 of Pentacles person who's been under Leo's nose all this time, and they just didn't see them or pay attention to them. Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands sideways. This is a month, I think, where Leo is done thinking about an ex, and those thoughts, those energies are being replaced possibly quite swiftly, almost immediately, by someone else who's right there. Someone who could be an earth sign, they could be a fellow fire sign, but this person is a great match for Leo. But it's not just that. This isn't just about romance. This is that in the month of May, Leo's going to have better connections with their family members. They might stop spending a lot of time thinking about an ex and instead swing by Nana's house and, bring Nana some cookies or, and just really enjoy being with the people that they love. They might spend more time with work colleagues and enjoy hanging out together and really being present and laughing. They may spend more time enjoying the kinds of things that they are doing in their own life. Like if Leo has any projects that they want to do around their house, maybe gardening or something like that, just because this is so lush and green, they may discover that, oh my God, all of these little things in my life give me so much more joy than reminiscing about the past. And so it's a month where I think Leo is so much more present, and they're getting so much more value with the exchanges of energy that they have in their day-to-day life. But I gotta say, it could be a surprise, but I think that there has been someone in Leo's general vicinity that would have loved to get to know Leo better, and Leo was just oblivious to them for maybe quite a while. But the Justice card, this is as gently as I can say this, Leo might have been doing this person an injustice by ignoring them when they were a wonderful catch, because Leo's mind kept being focused on the ex for a period of time. This is the chance to set things right. Leo's getting a better outcome, but Leo also is perhaps going to start paying attention to a new person. Now, this person could be a Libra, or this could just represent as Leo lets go of the memories of an ex and what they went through with the ex and the wishes that person was ever going to come back. This might be where the universe is like, once you let go of one thing, we are free to now bring you something else, Leo. So well done, darling. This is maybe karmic justice coming in for Leo. They have deserved something better all this time. Seven of Swords in the reverse, Ten of Swords upright. This is the second time we've seen the Ten of Swords. I think Leo knows that, and maybe this is just going to become very crystal clear for them. They have known they were holding back all of this wonderful energy from coming into their life because they couldn't quite release an ex. Can I ask, because I think this is such a critical moment, what is it that allows Leo to release the ex in the month of May? Leo is very honest with themselves, saying, I needed to do this for a long time. Now that I've done it, I'm so sure. The critical thing that is helping Leo to release the ex this month is I think the ex had a lot of chaos. And I think Leo gets into, there could be some anniversary or something though also. I don't know if Leo met them in the month of May or something, but this could be that when Leo really takes away any of the, the fantasy aspect of, but I wish that soulmate were coming back. I wish that we could do it all over again. I remember we were happy, but oh God, then I remember it was such a train wreck. Leo might actually have a chance for their mind to say, that person brought a lot of chaos into my life. If Leo hears from this person suddenly out of the blue, and that could happen somewhere right in the beginning of May, like the 1st of May or something, it could be like, oh my God, here's that lightning strike of, why was I pining for them? If they do send me a message, it could be like, my God, they live in a state of chaos. I remember this. They were chaos. They brought chaos to my life. Here they are coming back in for another round of chaos. Leo could just be like very like eyes wide open, like, oh my God, this person is nothing but chaos. It's what they were, it's what they are, it's perhaps what they always shall be. That is a relief to be able to see it for what it is, perhaps, and to be able to like, okay, that's it. I'm going to let this go now. I don't wish chaos into my life. Why would I? That sounds awful. So we do have, it's either Leo's mind is connecting those dots or this person shows up. And it's this wonderful freeing moment where Leo's like, that's why I'm not actually going to go back to them. After all, I got a taste of what kind of drama they brought in. And it reminded me more of the drama than of the good times. Final message on this for the month of May, to have that 10 of Swords twice and 10 of Pentacles twice, we know this is a momentous time. Oh, Leo's got some good loving coming up in the month of May. Whomever it is that really wants a chance with Leo, Leo's life is going to be busy in the month of May. They could have multiple epiphanies, lots to work on, lots of fun. This says make time for enjoyable moments, even if it's like fill the schedule full with all the fun things Leo can possibly squeeze in. Pack that schedule full with enjoyable moments. Leo has a ton of abundance coming in. They have a lot of people that love them. They have a lot of opportunities for joy, a lot of chances to maybe spend time with a new person who is interested in Leo, has wanted to give to Leo for a while. It says, if Leo wants to have all the success that they can possibly have, it says, fill every moment with being present, spending it, doing things that you enjoy. Enjoy the day-to-day stuff and enjoy the people in our lives. I think it's going to be a very social month. That's what this looks like, is enjoy being in social connections with people that Leo really cares about. And there's so many people that care about Leo. This is beautiful. This is such a great month. There's no more drama with an ex. There's only the present and the future and new love on the horizon. But I love all the abundance here. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Leos, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.